so now onto Hobby Lobby, and that is where I got most of my items. And again, I've pretty much stayed in what I call my Christmas decor budget. I normally set myself a little bit of a budget every year. You know that I got quite a bit of fall stuff, and I was like dipping into my Christmas fund, but I really think I was able to kind of stay within budget. The most money that I spent at Hobby Lobby was because I needed to get all 6 kids stockings and I wanted them all to match, and then I wanted to get their little initials to put on them, so when I hang them up, they all know where they can go find their stocking. So that really was the grunt of my expense at Hobby Lobby. And I also had, still from my birthday last year, I had a gift card. So it kind of made me feel better that I was able to use that gift card on a lot of this Christmas decor without it even having to come out of my Christmas decor budget. So I was happy about that. And let's just go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I grabbed was just one of these black and white buffalo check rugs. And I got this because I keep one on our little front porch, and it's been there for like 2 or 3 years, and it is so raggedy and faded, it just needs to be thrown in the trash. Everything I got here, with the exception of some material, some material and some no-sew tape, everything else, Christmas was 50% off. So this was considered Christmas. It was $11.99, but half off. So I'll be replacing my little rug outside with that. And then I'm excited about these because I think that these just look so vintage and so old world. They're super cute. Are these not the most precious stockings? They just remind me of the old days for some reason. They're very elegant looking. They're very classic. So this is not something like buying them a character stocking and then next year they're not even going to like that stocking or that character. You know, I wanted something that would pretty much last them throughout their whole childhood with me. So I intend to kind of fill this up on a weekly basis starting in December with something a little fun, and they're not overly huge, so I don't have to worry about buying so much stuff to fill them up. They do have this cute little tassel on there, and I have a lot, so I did have to get 6 of these, y'all. So I just wanted them all to look alike. I know I'm just funny like that. So they all have one that looks alike, and yes, that may be a little confusing for some, but that's why I went and got them all there. This is why I got them all the little wooden initial to also hang off of their stocking. Now we do have a Briley and a Brigham. Those are the only 2 that are the same. So what I'm going to do is, because there's actually only 2 girls out of all of them, the rest are boys, is I'm going to get like a little jewel or something like that and put like a little jewel or a little diamond kind of like in the top corner here. So, and I'm going to put them in order. You know, I'm going to tell them it goes from oldest to youngest because I have a peg rag that I want to kind of make over. That'll probably be in my Thriftmas videos. But yeah, and I want to hang up their stockings and then their little letter on there. Yeah, well, I can't really get the packaging out of the way because it's still on. So I don't know if we'll probably just hang it off over here to the side. So there you go. Look how cute these are. So you get the point. And like I said, just so that the 2 with the initial B's do not, and really Brigham, he's so little, he's not going to really pay attention this year to that. You know, he's just going to be trying to take a stocking off. But Briley will know. And then so I think that's what I'll do is I'll put a little jewel or something on the girls that are in the family. And that will be for Briley and Addison. So those are super cute. Oh, and these little, did I even tell y'all how much the stockings were? I got so excited. So the stockings were $15.99 each with half off. So that's where a big chunk of my budget went, was on those stockings. And the letters were $2.99, of course half off. It's just habit to say that. I'm sorry. Now I was looking for a very country kind of tree topper. I really didn't care if it lit up or anything like that. And so this is the one that caught my attention. And this is why I don't think that this angel was a tree topper, because it doesn't really have, like this one has the little spring and all on here to help you hang it up. Well, this one does not. And I really like the way this one looks here. get her a little bit closer. She's just pretty simple, but also very, you know, that look that I love. So I had to look through all of them. She is probably the best looking one, even though her little scarf here is kind of dangling around. All the other ones, you could still see the white styrofoam like on the head and all that, and I just did not like that. So I got to kind of work on this little scarf. I'm going to kind of tuck it in back there like that and let it sit around for a little while. Maybe it'll finally sit like that. But $12.99 was the original price on that. And let's see. Okay, so we did the stockings and we did that. Okay, so I'll go ahead and show y'all this. Yes. So all around my kitchen and the little curtain that I made over there at my coffee bar is all made out of this material, just like this. So I have this one window over here in my living room, and I wanted to kind of get a curtain that looked like all of these in here, and I'll insert a little clip of what I'm talking about. I have them like on a couple of my cabinets that had like wire and stuff. Well, I took all that down and just put some of this material. So what I wanted to do was do like a little DIY curtain over there on that one window and kind of swoop it to the side and put maybe some burlap or some Christmas bells or something to kind of just, you know, hold it back. And so I got me 3 yards of this material, and anything I have left over, I'm sure I will use it for something. I even thought about, if I had any left over, getting some styrofoam balls and putting some little rods on them and making like some Christmas picks to go in my tree, just so I had some with that same material on it. But anyway, and then I grabbed, I don't know where the ticket is to that, but that whole 3 yards of material was like $12 and some change. And it's just very, very primitive looking, in my opinion. I mean, look how cute. So love that. And I can use that even after Christmas. I can leave that curtain hanging up there. So I got some of this. It's basically like what I call no hem, or like basically you use this instead of having to get out your sewing machine, which y'all, I know how to sew. I don't know how to sew wonderfully, but I know how to sew straight lines and basic stuff. But sometimes I just don't feel like getting my sewing machine out and threading it and all the things. So I just got some of this right here that you can use to make a hem and just no sew it. So you can fold it over, kind of, can just kind of fold it over. You can hem clothes and all kind of stuff with this. But like, so what I'll do is I'll measure, I'll fold it over, and I will iron, and you put this stuff on there, and it's basically, instead of me having to use hot glue, I don't want to use hot glue on like a curtain that you're going to see it. So the one that I did that's over here underneath my coffee bar, I just hot glued it. But really that curtain is kind of stuck up under the table and you don't even see the hems. I was not too worried about that. But for a curtain that's going to be in my living room that people, if they get close enough, they'll be able to tell, I'm going to use this stuff right here. Okay, and this is what I mean by, I wanted to go ahead and grab this, and it might go back. Since I found these other 2 blankets at TJ Maxx, I might end up taking this one back. But I did go ahead and I actually picked this one up and I put it in my buggy and I took it out like twice. And I said, just wait till you go to TJ Maxx in case you find something. But then I'm like, well, what if I don't find anything? Then I'll have to come back to Hobby Lobby to get this blanket, because this was the only blanket even at Hobby Lobby that I liked. So I went ahead and grabbed it just in case I couldn't find anything else. I've got my receipt. I'll leave the tags on, and I'll probably take this one back. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I may end up using all of them. But this one was not a bad deal. This one was regular price, $19.99, and then half of that. And that's a pretty good sized blanket as well. I love the colors on this one also, but I'm going to try to put the other one up here just so y'all can see the difference maybe in the red. I tried to kind of show you some footage in the store of like a bowl that had the bright red up against this blanket so you could tell. But with this camera setting, I really don't think you're going to be able to tell the difference. So this one has a lot more like bright red, and then this one is kind of toned down. I'm not going to do it for y'all on this camera. But in person, there is a little subtle difference, and I can definitely tell. So I'm sorry that y'all cannot get its true color there. I've been working on putting up my Christmas tree. I've also got the other day when I was at Hobby Lobby. So because my tree is so different this year than it was last year, or probably for the past, I don't know, 15 or more years, I've always had a flocked tree. And so I knew exactly what ornaments looked good on there and all of that. And this year I don't have a flock tree. I wanted to keep it very like old world kind of, and so I didn't want any of my trees in my kitchen or living room or my bedroom really to have any flock on them. So I had to go try to figure out some different ornaments. I was able to use some of my older ones, but then I had to really go out and look for some different ornaments that I thought might look good on this tree. I'll insert some footage here of the ornaments that I ended up getting. As you can see, I got quite a few of these. They're like velvet ornaments, and I really, really like them. They're beautiful. They look good on my tree. But the thing is that I'm having trouble trying to find something to kind of stick out or stand out on my tree. I don't like a Christmas tree that has just the round ornaments on it, and that's it. I really like it to have just all different kind of things going, and this one really doesn't do that for me yet. And y'all saw today, I've been looking for picks and different things that I could use all over the place. So I did have one strand of these left over from last year. And I kind of like how it looks, but it does get kind of lost in the tree because it is so small. So I went ahead and got 4 of these to add to my tree, just to kind of help it a little bit, not be so, I don't know, it's not plain. It is a beautiful tree. It's the decorator here that is just not doing it justice, and it is such a beautiful tree that I really want to do it right. Like, I feel like I'm not at my best with this tree, and maybe it's because I have always had a flock tree and I'm just trying to learn it. If it would have been up to me, I wouldn't have put anything on it. Like, I would have plugged it in and been completely happy with the tree looking like that. But my whole family is like, we gotta have, we want them, how family can be. But anyway, I did get that to try to help me out, and I am still going to be on the hunt for some different picks or something just to kind of, I don't know, make that tree come alive, in my opinion. And you saw in the footage that I was in the back of the store and I had found some more Christmas trees back there, and I'm glad I did, because I did pick up 2 of these really small little faux trees, and I got these to go in my bedroom. The original price on them is $7.99, so I didn't think that that was bad at all. I got 2 of these, and I love them again because you see they have no flock on them. They're just kind of got this little wispiness about them, and I really like that. And then I got 2 of the bigger ones in the same kind. I'll kind of show you the difference. These bigger ones were $23.99 a piece, and then here you can see the difference here in the little one and the big one here. So went ahead and grabbed those. And honestly, this beautiful piece here needs no introduction, y'all. Look at the detail in this guy. I could not. I did not go in there with intentions. I mean, do we ever really go in there with intentions of getting some of this stuff? But I fell in love with this Santa. This Santa bust. He is gorgeous. I mean, look at him. I think he's going in my bedroom because I'm really not going to have a lot of red going on in my bedroom. So I think this will at least give it that little element of Christmas in there. I think he's a little too bright for my living room and my kitchen. We'll see. Plus he's a bust, so I think he'll look good on my dresser or something. I don't know, but let me just get up close a little bit more just so you can see how the detail on him is unbelievable, y'all. Like, unbelievable. The original price for him was $59.99. He's kind of pricey, but he was half off. So this is one of the things I used that gift card on. This is what helped me justify getting him, was that I had a gift card. So, and again, I have my receipt. If he just does not work anywhere in my bedroom or where I want to put him, then I will take him back. So I'm trying to be very careful with him. And yeah, I cannot get over the detail on this guy. Let me give y'all one last look at Santa here. And yes, y'all, I know the real meaning of why we celebrate Christmas, but I'm going to have Santas in my decor. I mean, he is a timeless piece, and he just looks like one of those old jolly Santas that I remember as a kid growing up. I absolutely love him. Okay, so here's the few items that I got on my second trip. I did get some crafting supplies, but y'all will see those in some little thrift makeover videos later. But as far as like decor things, I got a couple of things of ribbon, the velvet ribbon. I got this because I need a new drying mat. I broke a glass the other day on top of the one that I use the most, and it had like little bitty shards of like glass stuck in the one I had. So I just threw it away because it was making me nervous. And I thought, well, I'll get a Christmassy one, and I love the colors of these. I mean, of this one. And then I did decide to go with these picks in my Christmas tree. I think I got 13 or 14 of these because I already had one to test it out and try. So yeah. So anyway, yes, that is my very huge, I say huge, I mean, I don't know, y'all let me know. I'm pretty sure y'all have seen a lot bigger Christmas hauls. I did the last video I did was my collective thrifted Christmas haul. And so today I wanted to share with you everything that I have bought retail to go in my Christmas decor, because I love to use both. So I love to use old, country, vintage, antique, primitive pieces. But then I also like to mix them with some of the modern stuff. And I do believe that that is how you pull off that look, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm super excited. I'm ready to get all of this stuff out of their packages like this. I know I'm not taking these back. The sheets, I know I'm not taking those back. So I'm about to go ahead and wash those and get those on my bed. And things like this, I think I will try to put it on my tree like this, because I can test it out with that before I take it out of this package. Because y'all, there's no sense in keeping something if it's not going to work. If it is not going to work in your decor, just use your receipt and take it back. But yeah, okay, that is everything that I have bought retail so far. And I really don't look to go out buying anything else that, like today I knew things that I wanted to look for. Blankets, trees, stockings, the sheets. I knew I wanted to look for those the other day, and a tree topper. So today I was actually on a mission to look for things that I knew I wanted to put in my decor or needed, like a tree topper and all the things. But so from here on out, I'm not going out shopping to look for anything in particular. If I come across something and I just love it and think it'll blend right in and it's affordable, I may go ahead and get it. But for now, I'm kind of done unless I see something else in the thrift store that I think will work beautifully in my decor as well. I'm just going to call it good. Like I said, unless I just come across something that I can't live without, I'm going to now start getting all this put up and my curtains made. That'll probably be in an upcoming video. And then I have to start shopping for this very large family of mine for Christmas. So anyway, we hope y'all have a wonderful evening. We love y'all, and I'll see you really soon with a brand new video.